Today on the show, thanks to my buddy George, I am looking at the Super Skrull disguised as Black Bolt. Now, this is an interesting figure, one that I have some familiarity to character-wise, as at the time I was reading the Illuminati, World War Hulk, Secret Invasion storyline. So when Diamond announced this figure, I was actually a bit stoked, and then I realized I don't really have a lot of figures to do toy photos with, but I still dig the figure no less. Here it is, right here, and here is the packaging for those who need to know that sort of thing. The front and the back, I've already tossed it, so, but everybody asks about that. Anyways, we're going to look at this guy a bit more in depth and examine him and see how he stacks up in this Diamond Select Toys latest release. Let's go ahead and start with the head here. The head and the collar, this guy's in, bits and pieces from all the members of the Illuminati, and he's got a beautiful head sculpt. Great paint, great texture, great design. I love the look of the collar here to invoke that Doctor Strange aspect to it. Everything came out good. I really have no complaints about how this figure looks in terms of the head and the upper body. Speaking of the upper body, let's go ahead and take a look at that now. As you can see, we have the Black Bolt wings on the back. It's also got a mixture in with that Namor design as well. And then we got the gauntlets here and whatnot. Everything looks good there. Nice textures, design. The paint's pretty good. On the fists, I will make a note that the hinges do have some chipping. So when you bend that hinge, you're going to lose some of that metallic, like burgundy, red, color to it. So that's a bit unfortunate, but the belt buckle's done nice and the belt's looking good. Speaking of the wings, it is a softer plastic on the back. I wanted to show this for you guys so you can see. If you move the arms out, you can either tuck them in that way, or they're a bit flexible. They're non-removable. They are flexible enough where you can have it done in a different way. And you'll see that more in the articulation too. But I wanted to point that out so everybody knows what they're looking at. And in terms of the lower body, it continues on with the design there. I mean, there's really not too much more to say. It's a very clean sculpt. It looks very nice. Very satisfied with the overall presentation of this figure. I really don't have too much to complain about with that. Now the articulation, I know some people are going to freak out about, so let's get into that. The head goes side to side with the ball peg like so. It turns as well. And then as far as looking up and down, that's as far down as it goes. It goes up. We'll do the down one more time so you can see. The collar is a bit cumbersome, but it's not too bad. In terms of the upper body, there's a ball peg in there. It goes side to side and twists, rotates like so. Now, this is the part that's going to get everybody mad. It only crunches down that far and goes back that much. A bit disappointing, but I'm sure some modifiers can modify it up to make it their own to get a better range of movement. There is no waist cut, by the way. So with the arms, as you can see, they rotate forwards and back, and they go out to that far. If you want to do a full-on movement, you're going to have to use that bicep cut and rotate the fins and move it around. You can get it to move around, but I don't know how many people are. I just wanted to show that out. And then in terms of the arms, like I said, you got that bicep cut like there, like so. We have a hinge at the elbow, no double articulation, just a hinge and rotation, and then a hinge and swivel at the hand. So there you go. Now you know what you're getting into. In terms of the lower body, he can do the splits completely. He can kick forward that much. He can go back ever so slightly. The thigh rotation's hidden very well with the upper boot, like, calf thing. Thigh thing, I should say. Single hinge and rotation with the knee. That's going to disappoint a lot of people. I'm okay with it. Would I have liked more? Absolutely. The feet hinge up and down, and then they rock pretty well. He does have a problem standing, I will point out. So you're going to have to finagle it around. In terms of accessories, he's packed with a lot of extra hands, an extra head, and then the Black Bolt screaming effect that pegs into the mouth. And I'll show you that in the photos and videos in a moment. But I think it's a good amount. I'm pretty sure you could probably have done maybe another head sculpt or, you know, some other effects, but it works. We've seen this head sculpt already, and now we see the Black Bolt Skrull look here, and then there's that effect plugged into his mouth. Very nice effect, by the way. And then there it is in a front shot as well, so you can see what's going on with that. And then we have the hands. These are more of a tight grip hand, and then we have a more opened, relaxed hands, if you will, or like posing hands. And then we have like a tight or a medium gripping set of hands. Then we got some fists. So you definitely have different ways to express this character, and I wanted to show you how to plug in that effect. It does fit in there. Once you get it in there, it works good. It is somewhat loose, and you turn it around and move it too much, you're gonna see right here in the video, it's gonna happen with a shake or a tap, it falls right out. So be aware of that. And as far as our size roundup is concerned, here it is with a whole bunch of 6-inch stuff, from Legends to 66 Batman, Mafex, SH Figuarts, Power Rangers, Mythic Legion, Star Wars, and G.I. Joe. And then here it is with like a more 7-inch bigger scale stuff. You got McFarlane, you got WWE, AEW, Storm, Super 7, and NECA. Just so you see how he rounds up with other stuff. And then here he is with a wide variety of Marvel Select figures, from the Hulk to the Vision, Beast, Cable, Rogue, and of course Beta Ray Bill. A nice little mix there, so you can see how he stacks up size-wise. Overall, what's the impression of this figure? Thoughts? How do I feel about it? All that fun jazz. I like it. It's cool. It doesn't blow me away, but it's enjoyable. I don't have many Skrulls in my collection. Actually, I think this is the first Skrull I've had. I think a lot of people may be put off that this isn't a more traditional Super Skrull. So I don't know how people in the community are going to feel about that. I like it. It's fun. It's a nice little piece to add on. You could pop off that Skrull head too, put it on other figures, and you could have some fun with it that way. But I think that's going to do it for me. So let me know what you guys think. Are you picking it up? Is it a pass? How do you feel about it? Thank you always for the support, and until next time, great googly moogly.